This video, we are going to talk about arrays and how we can make them. Okay, so just a reminder that we started out with reviewing iteration, and then we today are reviewing arrays off the canvas. We're going to do iteration with arrays off the canvas, then we're going to do array review on and iteration with arrays on. So CRUD is something that is used by computer scientists when they're learning new data types. The C stands for create, the R stands for read, the U stands for update, the D stands for delete, and the I added, that's why it's in purple, is iterate and use. So it's used by all computer scientists when learning new data structure. So we're going to try it. I'd love for you to open up an editor and title it 1.12 Array Review Off Canvas. This is a great reminder that you should pause this video, rewind this video, do whatever you need so that you can get this information. Okay, so here I am. I will make it a little bit bigger. No, I think that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my canvas all the way over today because we are off canvas. I'm going to highlight all of my function draw and function setup, and I'm going to comment them out. And I did that by just highlighting it all and then command and then the question mark button or command slash. I'm going to add a comment. We are working off canvas today, so we do not need the function setup or function draw. Everything we do will be in the console. Just to add, like, we are working in pure JavaScript. So we are going to talk arrays. I'm going to say one last thing is when making a variable in JavaScript, you can still declare and initialize separately. Or you can do it in one step. And I'll show you that. I'm going to keep doing it separately just so that we are consistent with when we go back to P5. But if you want, you can do it together. Okay. I'm just going to go back to our cruddy steps. The first is create. So we are going to create an array. And an array is a list of elements stored inside of one variable. So the brain starter that I had people do was TV shows. So I'm going to make a var show list. This is a variable to hold the array of shows. I generally like to use the word list or array in my variables so I know it's multiple, or at least the letter S. And then I'm going to say show list equals. I'm going to put brackets, and I'm going to put quotes. I'm going to list out some shows. The Office, Gilmore Girls, Sherlock, what else? I don't watch much shows, as you all know. The X-Files, and wow. And I'll put New Girl. Okay, please notice, I'm just going to add a comment that arrays use hard brackets and every element is separated by a comma. So we just created a list. Next up, if we look, so C, R, which is read, read, let me create capitals, read an array is how we access or show the elements in an array. And what we're going to do is we're going to just write console.log parentheses show list. You'll notice in the console, it now says parentheses 5 because there are 5 elements in my list. And if I press this down arrow, it shows me all of them. So this prints entire lists array. If I want to print a specific one, I can console.log parentheses show list bracket, hard bracket, and I can put a number like number 2, and hopefully that will get me Gilmore Girls. You'll notice it doesn't, it gets me Sherlock. So let's do a few things. Number 1, I just want to say we can reference individual elements by using hard brackets and index numbers. But it's really important to notice that index numbers start at 0. So down here in the console, you saw it was like The Office, instead of counting it as 1, was 0. Gilmore Girls was 1, Sherlock was 2, X-Files was 3, and New Girl was 4. So even though I say there are 5 elements in this list, they go from numbers 0 to 4. Okay, so far we've created, we have read. Next up, we have update. Update an array. This is either replacing an element or adding an element. So let's say I'm not watching the X-Files anymore, and instead I am watching a show that is obviously going to come to me. I Googled, and a show that's popular is Outer Banks. So I'm not watching the X-Files, instead I'm watching the Outer Banks. The way we can change that is we can say, okay, we want the show list bracket 0, 1, 2, 3. We want the show list bracket 3 to now be equal to Outer Banks. And if I run, you can see that now it says Outer Banks. We changed the element at index 3 to Outer Banks. We can also add something to a list. So I can do show list dot push, and then in parentheses, I would put whatever it is I want to add. So maybe I am now, man, I shouldn't have picked shows. I am now going to watch, okay, going back to childhood, Boy Meets World. If you see now, it is 6 things, and Boy Meets World was added to the end. So this adds the element in parentheses to the end of the array. I think that's where I'm going to pause for now. Excited to see what you can do with this information.